Now I will display few active or passive voice sentences, and your job is to sort these sentences into the correct places in the table below. I'll give you 5 minutes time. The first sentence, the plane is boarded by the family. You have to sort the sentence whether it is active or passive. The magician pulled a rabbit from the hat. Isiak threw a ball at the window. Helen practiced her recorder every day. The flowers were grown by my nan. The damage was caused by the storm. Now I'll just give you 5 minutes time. Sort out these sentences into their correct column, active or passive. I hope you have finished this exercise. Now I'll just give you the answers. The plane is boarded by the family. Just check that your answer is correct or not. The plane is boarded by the family. It is active or passive? Very good. It's a passive sentence. The magician pulled a rabbit from the hat. It's active or passive? Very good. It's active. Isiak threw a ball at the window. It's active or passive? Active. Very good. Helen practiced her recorder every day. It's active or passive? Well done. It's active. The flowers were grown by my nan. It's active or passive again? Very good. It's a passive sentence. The damage was caused by the storm. Well done. It's a passive sentence. Now students, in our next slide, we are going to change the sentences from active to passive and from passive to active. It is possible to change a sentence from active to passive voice or from passive to active voice. It is important that you do not change the tense of the sentence. Have a go at altering these sentences. Now the first sentence is, on the plain, the lioness chased an antelope. First tell me whether it is active or passive. Very good. It's an active voice sentence. Now we will change it into passive voice sentence. On the plain, an antelope was chased by the lioness. Well done. Now we'll move on to the second sentence. Harry ate sandwiches for lunch. First decide whether it is active or passive. Very good. It's an active sentence. Now we will change it into passive sentence. Sandwiches were eaten by Harry for lunch. Well done. Now we'll move on to the last sentence. The carrots are always eaten by my brother. Now decide whether it is active or passive. Very good. Passive sentence. Now we will change it into active sentence. My brother always eats the carrots. Well done. Now students, in my next slide, I'm just going to ask you one question regarding the passive voice, that I will display few sentences in front of you and you have to tell me whether they have been written in passive voice or active voice. The first sentence, Kyra played for the netball team. Second sentence, the tasty meal was cooked by my mum. Third sentence, my little brother always wakes up early. The last sentence, I am lucky to be going on holidays to France with my best friend's family. Now I just give you 1 minute time to decide which sentence out of all these sentences is a passive voice. Well done. The answer is, the tasty meal was cooked by my mom. And the rest of the sentences are written in active voice. Now students, in my next slide, the next quiz which we are going to play is that you have to underline the object in these active sentences. The first sentence, I climbed the tallest tree in the park yesterday. So which is the object in this sentence? Excellent. Tree is the object in this sentence. We'll move on to the second sentence. The class boarded the coach noisily to go on their trip to London. Now tell me, which is the object in this sentence? Well done. Coach is the object in this sentence. Now we will move on to the last sentence. We eat our lunch on the field in the summer. So which is the object in this sentence? Very good. Lunch is the object in this active sentence. Now students, we will move on to the last slide, and in this slide we are just going to write the following sentences into the passive voice, and for each sentence I will give you 1 minute time. The first sentence, Gina visited the library regularly. Now this is an active voice sentence. Change it into passive voice. Very good. The answer is the library was visited by Gina regularly. Now we will move on to the second sentence. My family always eat chicken for dinner. Now change it into passive voice. Very good. Answer is chicken is always eaten by my family for dinner. And the last sentence is the lazy girl ignored her alarm clock. Now we will change it into passive voice. Excellent. The answer is the alarm clock was ignored by the lazy girl. Students, I hope you have understood this chapter, active and passive voice. Practice the worksheets related to this topic and have a nice day.